Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about the possibility of yet another increase in stamp duty in this Wednesday's spring statement. Why could this potentially be happening and what that means for landlords and the rental market as a whole? If you're new around here and you haven't done already, do make sure you subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. We're a smidge away from 40,000 subscribers. And let's get some more views on this content, this video. How do we do that, we ask? Simple. Smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. And share this video, WhatsApp it, email, Facebook message it to someone and get the message out on what's going on in the property market. So, this week, I think it's going to be a big week. We've got inflation data out on Wednesday. So that will be out on Wednesday morning. And then we have the spring statement on the same day as well. Is that coincidental? Who knows? Well, we'll see. Maybe we've got some bad inflation data that will get covered by something even worse in the spring statement. But it's not looking good. So Rachel Reeves has her spring statement and the government is saying we don't have any money, despite being one of the most highly taxed countries in the world. We really don't have any money to spend on anything. So they've got some options. Do they increase taxes? Well, on their interviews over the weekend and last week, they said that it's very unlikely that we're going to increase taxes on people. But when they say that, they're talking about income tax. Maybe they're not ruling out business costs, and maybe they're not ruling out other tax like inheritance tax and stamp duty. They're also got a big problem with spending. So they're looking to cut spending. So they are looking to do similar, not quite as drastic, but they're looking to cut government jobs by around 10,000 positions. So that's something that we've got to keep an eye on as well. And that will impact local economies where those people are based. If they're all in the same area, that will have a big impact on those areas. But how could they raise more money? Well, one thing that's being talked about in the media a lot this weekend is stamp duty. And we saw it in the October budget, didn't we? The stamp duty went up overnight. It was an absolutely bonkers way that they did it. So in the autumn budget, they said the stamp duty was going to go up. How much did it go up? So this was on landlords in particular. And so stamp duty for landlords went from a surcharge of 3% to 5% overnight, like the same day. I had some transactions with a solicitor, not for purchases, but they said to me in the politest way, could you clear off for a few days because it is carnage in here at the moment. It meant that what we had was lots of renegotiation, people trying to exchange contracts by midnight that night, they had to. And you also had a lot of renegotiation on prices, deals falling through. It was absolute chaos. I don't understand at that time why they didn't give people a month's notice or bring that into the new tax year to give people the ability to do that. So the surcharge, that's a big jump. Now, could it jump even more? Well, let's look at Scotland and what they're doing. So in Scotland, they have an equivalent of stamp duty, and their surcharge was 6%, which is higher than we've got right now. That's a big surcharge. Well, they increased it to 8%, which is huge. Meaning on top of the 5% or whatever it is that you're already paying, depending on what bracket you're in, you're now paying 8% tax up front on purchases. And the Scottish rental market is in chaos at the moment. They've tried all sorts of different things. They tried rent caps. That meant rent surged in Scotland. They removed the rent caps. They're talking about potentially bringing them back, some people as well. It's an absolute mess. So looking at that, you'd think, well, maybe they won't do that. The problem is landlords are an easy target. When you increase taxes on landlords, which previous governments have done by Section 24, which was a real hit for a lot of landlords and meant that a lot of landlords actually quit and left the market. You're not going to lose many voters, though, by taxing landlords extra. So it's an easy target for the government to get some more revenue. The problem is, though, that the private rental sector is shrinking in real terms. Hasn't had any growth for quite a while now because of landlords quitting, but the population has massively increased. Even if we look at things like build to rent, these big projects, there aren't enough rental properties in the market, and rents during this inflation that we've had have skyrocketed by as much as 10% on an annual basis. And you've got more than 50% of landlords saying, we want to quit the market, or we're considering selling down our properties. And that's going to put even more pressure on people. Your rent is one of your biggest bills. So if your rent goes up 10%, that does hit you significantly more than if your energy goes up 10%, because it's a bigger bill normally for most people. Now, landlords buying properties at the moment, there is a lack of that at the moment. So 10% of the market at the moment is landlords buying. So 1 in 10 properties purchased are for a buy-to-let property. That's half what it was before. It was 20% of the market at one point, and now it's down to 10%. Now, that means that there are just going to be less and less rental properties as the population grows, and you're not attracting new landlords into the market. So, yes, this could be bad news for a lot of landlords, and it's something that if you want to expand your portfolio, you've got to keep an eye and see what actually happens on Wednesday, and do they implement this? Because they're not going to increase income tax for now. They're going to have to look at other things: inheritance tax, stamp duty. These are things that they could increase taxes, and the consensus is this is something that potentially could happen. What do you think? Do you think that they should increase the cost of stamp duty to landlords to stop them buying these extra properties? Or do you think that we're at about the right rate with stamp duty? Or do you think it should go back to what it was prior to last October? And that was at a point where the market was still slowing down because of taxes and the renters' rights bill and all stuff like that. What I would say is that it is very easy to bash landlords, but there are lots of people, for circumstances beyond our control, that they want to rent, or they need to rent a property. Maybe they've got a bad credit rating. Maybe they just want accommodation for a few months due to work or a separation with a partner. There are lots of reasons that people need and want to rent, and they have no interest in buying a property. And for those people, it is really, really difficult to get a property in this current market. Anyway, do you think they'll increase stamp duty on Wednesday? Do comment below and let me know. Do smash like, do subscribe, and check out all the other content as well on the channel, including this video right here.